Hey folks, it's Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic. Today what I would like to do is I'm going to do a little comparison of my 2 volts that I own. The one over here is a 2011 volt that I bought in February of 2011. It's one of only about 3,800 made that year, I think. I'm going to show you some things that I think is pretty cool about it versus the 2017. I really love the car. I have 83,000 miles on it. I love this Volt so much that I bought the 2017. Some people are going to ask, why did you buy a 2017? Why didn't you keep running that? Because this 2011 has been absolutely trouble-free. I just did a video on it, on changing the oil, and it was only the 3rd oil change, I think, on it in the 83,000 miles. I like them so much, I just bought a 2017. I am sure this one would keep going because I have done no real maintenance on it other than some of the things that I screwed up and what they called the customer satisfaction fixes. They didn't really call them recalls. But I love the car, so I bought another one. I kept this one because of the pricing of them, and when I bought it with the rebates and stuff, they really didn't want to give me anything on a trade. I could not buy another used car that I know was as dependable as this and the history on it for the amount of money that they wanted to give me on a trade-in. I just couldn't. So I kept it. And I don't think I wanted to get rid of it anyhow because, like I said, there was only so many of them made that year, and I'm going to actually show you a cool thing about that inside the car here as we go on. I'm going to show you the differences on the outside of the 2011 versus the 2017. And what I'm going to call this video is 2011 Volt compared to a 2017 Volt by an actual owner. Something like that, because I've owned both of them, and from what I understand, talking to the dealership and stuff even, there's not a whole lot of people that's owned a 2011 and then is buying a 2017, or not that they've talked to. So I'll give you what I know about them. A couple things in the beginning. I'm going to be doing some handheld camera work, and I've heard in other videos when I've done that, it's like, oh, you're doing handheld camera work and you're not holding it steady and I can't see what you're doing. And hey, look, I'm sorry, I'm not professional. Try to do my best with it. So that's number one. I try to do as good as I can to get the pictures. The other thing is I'm probably not going to get all the information out there that I want to on them. And I guess the other thing is I'll probably ramble on. I really like these vehicles. I have nothing but good things to say about them. You know, I'm not being sponsored by GM. Yes, I do like GMs, but if this thing was a piece of crap, I would also be more than happy to tell you that it was a piece of crap. I owned a 2006 Toyota Prius, and that thing was a piece of crap. I'm not a real big Toyota fan, but I had nothing but issues with that thing. Just quitting for no reason, electronics going out. Toyota didn't want to cover it. It was one of the most unpleasant experiences that I've ever had with a vehicle. And with this, I've had it back to the dealership. They've been good. It hasn't been back very many times other than deer hitting it a few times and getting dents taken out of it, but you know, that's sort of what it is. It really doesn't. It's not the fault of the car. So I hope I gave a little bit of what I'm going to do here and how I'm going to do it. And I hope you're interested. I hope you enjoy this. So come on along, and I'll start out. And we'll start out with the outsides of the vehicle and go from there. Okay? All right. I'm also trying to do this where it's, you know, the sun's the best and you can actually see stuff the best. I apologize for the glare. If that's another problem, that's something else I wanted to say. But 2 of the differences, and it's, you know, a pretty big difference in a way, is the 2011, as far as I know, was the only one that did not have the automatic door unlock or proximity key or whatever, that you get close to it, you don't have to pull the key out of your pocket. You can just push the fob and it will unlock. The 2011 didn't have it. I think it was one of the biggest bitches they had because I'm pretty sure from 2012 on up they had them. So that's the 2011. As you can see on the 2017, we have the lock. It won't work right now because I have the key fobs inside the vehicle. When the key fobs are inside the vehicles, either one, it will not lock. It won't allow that to be done. So that is one of the differences. Let's go back to the 2011. I'm pretty sure the 2011, maybe the 2012 was the only ones that offered this also. This gas cap, you can't push on it to open it. You either had, well, let me show you real quick. I'll stop this and then I'll show you. You actually have a button in here to unlock the electric. Your gas cap is up here. Now this is the 2011 we're talking about. To open your gas fill, that's up here, but this is for your electric. So when you push this, let me go up here. So when you push this, your door flap, the flap for your electric charge opened up. So that was pretty cool. And they had problems with that design and the automatic opening, so they stopped doing it and they went to the different design for the electric charge door. And I will go to the 2017 and show you that now. The 2017, the design is simpler and easy. You just push on it and it opens up for your electric charge, which that's pretty cool. It's nice and easy, but because the 2011 was the only one that had it, it was just something that I liked and I thought it was pretty neat. And there's also a thing on the key fob for the 2011 where you can have that electric charge door open. As far as the outside, that's probably the biggest things on the outside. Now this is the 2011 and this is the body styling of the 2011. So compared to I'll take you around back. One of the things that Helga and I both like is the rest of the color of the car is Viridian Jewel, and they only made that 1 or 2 years also. But the one thing that we liked was the black top on this. Now it's dirty. I tried to keep both of these clean to do this, but every time it rained and it was ugly outside when I wanted to do it. So that's that. It's actually black. It's not brown like that. A little bit of bird dippy on the back there. But here's the back. Here's the back design and what it looks like on this. Now if we step over to the 2017, this is what the 2017 the rear looks like. You can see they changed the rear design and they changed the styling of it. Antenna's a little different. So, and we'll come around to the front, and that's the front. So I'm going to hop into the 2011 and show some of the interior differences. And I think what I'll do is I'll go from the 2011 to the 2017 and show the differences back to back. I think that'll sort of work the best. We'll start from the left and go to the right, but there's your driver information control button where you can change that. And you come over and there you can see your battery range stack. One of the things that really differs, and I really notice between the 2011 and the 2017, even when the 2011 was new, you could only go about, it would only charge up that you'd get 35 to 38 miles on electric. Oh, and I'm sorry, if nobody knows this, they are electric first, totally electric, and then they will go to gasoline after they run out of electric, which I like. Personally, I like that design. With that being said, the engine will come on if you get below a certain temperature to help keep things warm, to run the heaters and all that. So that's another thing about this. And you know, here's your controls. Here's your cruise control. Here is your OnStar controls, volume up and down. So okay, let me hit the power button. This is your start button down here. Before I do that, here is one of the major differences you'll see. And people, you know, there was varying opinions, but people tended not to like this design because to do stuff, up here is your climate and your favorite for your radios and to go from HD. It was all this, these are all small little buttons you had to push to do that. Your heat up and down is here. And people, you know, they bitched about these small little buttons and seeing them and pushing them and seeing what they said. So, or what, you know, so anyhow, that's one of the things I know. You got to hit the brake, and then, yeah, I was reaching up there. That's where my other one has it. Then you got to hit your power. So here's your actual dash when it starts up. Then if you go over here, this is one of the things that I really like. Because there was only so many made, what GM did, Chevy did, was that is the last 4 VIN numbers of my Volt. And it was pretty cool because people used to, that's what you'd go by. Oh, I got number, you know, 1244, or I got number 03 0003 or whatever. And that's what they were talking about. It was these last 4 digits, and this shows up. I don't know if other years did that. I don't think the 2012 does. I think it's the only year that actually did that, which I think that's pretty cool. So then, of course, you can hit your on, and we'll turn that down. But that'll show your climate controls, and then it will show your, you know, over here you got to push these buttons to configure or whatever. You can touch up there to go back, nav. If you want to go to the radio band, it's all the little buttons here you got to push. So that is one of the big things about this that is different from the other one. And you know, this is just your interior. One of the things I can tell you that I was very disappointed about on the 2017, and they told me I could not get this, but this is your home link to open your garage doors. I use that all the time. I am so disappointed that GM did not put that in the 2017 Volt. I'm trying to find a way to do it so I don't have to have an opener. It just was so nice, and they got rid of it. One of the other things that I like about this one that the 2017 doesn't have, as you'll see, is you got a nice little compartment up here to open and close things. Pardon me. So that's basically what the interior on this looks like, you know, and your shifter, and you got your parking brake over here, the electric parking brake. It's different on the 2017 of where it's placed, but you'll see all that. So basically, that's some of the differences. I mean, this is the 2011 and what this looks like. Some of my likes, dislikes. You know, I really can't say. I like this car. You know, I enjoy driving it. It's a fun car. So I really have no problems with this car. So now keep in mind what this looks like, the dash, and we'll go over to the 2017. The Volt is talking to me. This is the inside of the 2017, and I'm going to start this up, pushing the brake. Let it ding, but that will stop. So you can see the driver's information center knob is no longer over here. I mean, to me, this is typical GM inside design. Your cruise is different. You have heated steering wheel, lane management, I guess, your OnStar. But one of the biggest differences from the Volt is they went to a dash like this, which I think is standard in most of your GMs. You no longer have this compartment up here. That's gone. As I said, no home link. Man, that just sucks. But anyhow, I guess you put up with it. And you got all your controls here. And it is a little nicer. It's a little easier to find stuff. The home button, all that. I said about the differences. Your parking brake is here. You know, we got our nice colored handle here. The shifter design's a little bit different. Where they put the power start button is different. It's here rather than here. Down there where I showed you how you open the charger door on the 2011, that's no longer here. It's just for your gas. So that's pretty much the differences and the way it's set up. Now there's a lot more stuff I could talk about. If you see here, this is fully charged. This has 60 EV range miles when it's fully charged, where, like I said, the best I got out of my other Volt brand new was probably 40, so it's 20 more. And with saying that, The other thing is, this seems to recoup energy better. When you're going downhill and it has a regenerative system, where that's a difference too. Right back here, this has a paddle that you pull and it will actually brake for you, which regenerates power. The other one didn't have that. What you would do, and you can still do it with this one, you could put your shifter down to low in the 2011 and it will recoup energy. I'm pretty sure this will too, but you can also use this paddle up here. But this thing, the paddle just seems herky-jerky to me when it's stopping. It's easier if you're going down a long hill to throw it into low. Now, my original point of all this was, when you put this 2017 in low and you go down a long hill, it seems to recoup more energy and recoups energy better than what the 2011 did. A long hill, you know, some people will ask, you may get 2 more miles on electric back that you didn't have, maybe 3, depending how long it is. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, they added that paddle, and you know, there's some buttons down here for different stuff. But that's some of the basic design changes between the 2017 and the 2011 Volt. So there you have it, folks. That's a little rundown of the differences between the 2011 Chevy Volt and the 2017 Chevy Volt. I hope it was of some interest. If you have any comments or would like to know any more, leave them down in the comment section. I can either answer there, or I can make another video if I got specific questions on them. Once again, this is Mike, the Disgruntled Mechanic, saying just remember, if you can get somebody else to do it, you're probably better off. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Subscribe. Thanks. Thumbs up too if you like it. Thanks.